Hey, 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 guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing really well. I have a lot to talk about. But yes, I hope you're doing really well. I hope that life is treating you good. I hope that your day was amazing. If it's not, I hope that it becomes amazing. I have to first and foremost um, thank you for appreciating you for being here. Um, Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bells, give me a thumbs up or down, whichever one you prefer to do. It's fine by me, and it's up to you. Because we here at Be the Difference Clothing and myself, Joy, would prefer to you would prefer for you to operate in using your own free will, because it's been a God-given gift that we have that some of us have not been able to use or don't realize we can use. So I give you that platform to do so. And regardless of how I feel, I'm sorry. Regardless of how I feel about what you choose, it doesn't matter because it's about you. So I thank you guys for being here. Um, what did I name this thing? I think I said, "Oh, how sweet it is," right? Well, first, let me tell you how my day went. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. I didn't accomplish a lot of things that I had set out to do. It was pertaining. It's more so things pertaining to my book. I didn't get a chance to do the things that I needed to do, but it's okay. I'm gonna make sure it gets done tomorrow. Um, Let me think. What else happened? I left work late today. I mean, I only have one late night out of the week, and I left late. I had to wait for somebody. So it's only once in a blue moon. But it's crazy how impatient we get when it's that once in a blue moon actually happens. So I was just like, dang. But other than that, it was a decent day. I can't complain. I'm gonna see if a few more people will come in. Because right now it says to me there's only one person. Hey, J Dog. J Dog in his house. How you doing, J Dog? I hope you're doing well. How was your day? I hope you had a good day, J Dog. Talk to your sis. Good. That's good. I'm glad. How's the reptile holding life going for you? We haven't spoken about that in a while. You know what's so crazy too? While you're letting me know how that went, I did an interview last night. I did an interview last night on someone else's channel, and I still haven't gotten the feed yet for that. So I'm hoping that it actually gets to post, because I really enjoyed that interview. I enjoyed what we talked about, and the crazy thing, how I got that interview. I was on another social media platform, and I think I just posted, what I do, my business or whatever, in the website, and they said they wanted to interview me just off that, and I was like, oh, that's so dope. So it was really cool. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the link so I can post it up. So if you choose to watch it, you can. Hey, Teapot, how you doing? Welcome to Hello World. If you choose to watch it, you can. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get that link. I need to ask him about that too when I get to I was going to say solid ground. When I stop driving, I'll have to ask him. But yeah, anyway, let me tell you what happened today. Well, why I labeled today how sweet it is. So last night I had a really good day yesterday. And last night I wanted to do a little bit more exercising, because I haven't really been exercising the way that I normally do. You could at least get 3 days out of me. Y'all, I'm barely like catching one day. And I'm like, that's kind of got me down a little bit because I'm used to exercise and I'm used to, not really overeating. And I've been doing that a lot because I haven't been going to the gym. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good day. Because I haven't been going to the gym. So I don't know. Needless to say, I need to get my butt back in shape, get back in gear, and on some type of schedule. So anyway, I said, oh, let me do some stuff, you know, at home. And I was using resistance bands, the resistance bands that I got as a gift. I love them things, right? So I was like, well, I want to work on my abs because, you know, I want to like get that sculpted back to where it was. And so I was sitting on the floor and then I was looking at the instruction manual, and the instruction manual said you could do back pulls. And I was like, okay, I'll do my back, whatever. I'm sure that, does the abs too. As I was doing the back pull, it was on my feet, around my feet. And I was like, well, maybe if I let it go a little higher, then, I'll have, more up here. I did up here, and the resistance band, I did up here. You guys know I pulled with all my might. I did up here with all my might. The resistance bands just, bam, hit me right in my eyes. Right in my eyes. And it pretty much stunned me. And I was just like, yo, I think I lost my right eye. Like, I literally thought that my right eye fell out of my face. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Oh, I'm buffering because I'm driving. I literally thought that my right eye fell out of my head. That's how hard those how like the force of that resistance band, how it did me. And it immediately reminded me of the time when I was in grammar school and I was running and somebody swung a door open, and the door swung open at the same time I was running by it and hit me right in my eye. When that happened, my eye immediately swelled up. So I was like, here we go again. I was just trying to feel my eye, one, to see if it was still in there, and two, like to see how much it swelled up. Hey, Life with Nicole, how you doing? And it didn't swell up. My eye was still there. And I felt like I lost vision for like a good 10 seconds or so. I was like, I can't see. And I immediately thought, like, how sweet it is to be able to have vision and to be able to be whole. And the things that ran through my mind was, I don't have no money to be going to no doctors for no surgery. And then I started seeing black in my right eye. And I was like, immediately I thought, dang, my retina got detached. And the retina is what basically gives you color and vision. And I was like, man, it went black. Like, just on the side, when I blinked, it was black. And I said, oh my goodness, I don't have this kind of money to be going to no retina doctor, making appointments, and, having no surgery on my eye and all of that stuff. And I was like, I already manipulated my eye. I don't want to, like, open myself up to more manipulation with the eyes or whatever. Like, honestly, the least amount of time that you have to spend with opening up parts of your body, the better off you are, unless you have to. That's my opinion. Hey, in the lap of nature, how you doing? Welcome to Hello World. So all of these thoughts came through my mind. I was like, you so stupid. Like, you know better. Why in the world would you have a resistance band on your feet and then curl it up to the tip of your toe? You have socks on, and they're liable, it's on a roll, it's liable to spring back if you're pulling on it. One, I could have anchored myself on a wall where my feet could have been planted on the wall, And if the resistance band wouldn't move because my feet are planted on the wall and it's not going to move up. There's no way for it to move. That's the first thing I thought of. And I was like, well, the picture didn't have the guy with the... I said, so what about the picture? The picture is like, it's just an example of what it could look like. So all night, for most of the night, I was just like, dang, I don't want to go to sleep because what if I lose my vision in my right eye? What if I completely go blind in my right eye? I was like, dang, yo, like I really thought I messed myself up. And again, I was thinking how sweet it is to have had what I thought I had lost. So I said, I got to tell you guys this. And it's not even so much the story of like what happened to my eye. It's just a simple reminder that in a split of any type of second, your life could change. If I lost my eye, I literally thought that my eye fell out. That's how hard that band, it was the band and the handle that sprung back in my face, in my eye. And I said, I it's probably gone. As hard as it hit, it's probably gone. And then when I realized it wasn't gone, I was like, okay. I was like, oh, I have crystal vision. Like, I can see. But then when I saw the black, I was like, oh, my goodness. I detached my retina. Or I tore my retina somehow. And I was like, how sweet it is to appreciate what you have. I keep saying this, like, I keep on saying this. You know how, like, I always make reference to, like, how I know people that, I'm getting emotional. How I know people who had everything, the mobility and everything. And then just in a second, they lost it all. I could have lost my vision just like that too. So I just want to remind all of us, and including myself, don't take life for granted and don't take chances when you know there might be some risk or danger to it. Look, I'm not saying now we have to walk around like we're in a bubble and just be like, well, I got to be cautious of everything. But when stuff is, when you really should be careful, and when ultimately an accident is an accident. But I could have avoided last night's accident if I would have just did what I was supposed to do. Put your feet on the wall and use the resistance band right. That resistance bands are very dangerous if they sling back, because it's all the force that you're pulling it with plus whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, I thought my people came in. But just in our own lives. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be very careful. At first I was like cursing that daggone thing. I was like, I hate you, resistant. But I was like, it's not the resistant band fault, it's the operator. You know how, like, when things happen to us, we like to be like, well, if this and that. But what happened with the operator taking responsibility for their actions? I was the man. I made activity. It's the same thing in all of our lives. We ignite different activities in our lives and then get when an occurrence happens that really wasn't by their fault. Don't risk life. Don't risk life and take chances, because sometimes things don't come back. Thankfully, my vision came back. I got my eye checked out today. They still want to evaluate my retina, but I said since the black spot is not there anymore, I'll wait till tomorrow. So I'll go back tomorrow and get my, to make sure the retina is okay and not no beginning of tears or anything like that. Hey, Kakin, how you doing? Welcome back. Yeah. Hey, Jane Doe. That was completely my fault. And look at how many times we don't take responsibility for what we ignited. Here I am about to be like, I can't stand resistance bands. I don't want to use them again, when it was like you were the person that did it wrong. Look at how many times we treat things wrong in our lives. And then we get mad at how the responses or the reactions of what we inflicted. Why? It made me think. And I definitely felt even more like, yo, like life is precious. Just like that, I could have been one-eyed joy. Just like that. And I was praying too, y'all. I was like, God, please protect my eye. Let my eye be back in my eyeball, in my eye socket. If it's not there, can I put it back in? Like, I'm so like, please don't let anything happen to my vision. Please, like, forgive me for how like we do in the spirit of moment. You start praying, you start tarrying in the spirit, like, oh Lord, forgive me for all of the things that I've done, and I'll be a better Christian. I'll be a better person if just spare me my eyeball again, or whatever you need sparing of. Listen, I'm not going to chance that kind of thing anymore. That I've hurt myself a couple of times on just gym equipment, and it's from my negligence. It had nothing to do with the gym. Me kicking a thing instead of lifting it up and pushing it away. It's like stupid stuff. You know what I mean? You could do permanent damage to your body by just doing stupid stuff. So I don't know, y'all. That's just my thing. Yeah, I don't want to lose no eye. Not at all. I'm like, what smile can I have with just one eye? Like, hi. That would look crazy. Like, hey guys, that would look crazy. You need the complete package. I'm glad I could laugh about it now. And I'm glad that even though my eye is still there, I'm glad that I didn't have a retina tear, because the retina tear would have been like back and forth to the doctor. And then what if the tear happened and I ended up getting a doctor that wasn't that, maybe something bad happened during the exam or during a procedure, and now I'm continuously having more eye problems. Like, so many complications could have come through something that I could have simply been responsible more with than to just go ahead and just do something just because the picture looked like that. Don't take chances, y'all. Don't take unnecessary chances if you can avoid it. I mean, right now I see like the eye is crystal clear. I don't see any black or anything like that. But I don't know. Think about it for yourself. This man cut me off only to go like 2 miles an hour. So it is what it is. It looked like it's some mess going on up there. What's stall out? Oh, somebody stalled. I'm in the right lane. Somebody stalled all the way out. Uh-oh, it's a Mr. Softy, sir. Mr. Softy stalled out. Uh-oh, and he lost box of ice cream. Go ahead, sir. Go, go, go. You gonna go? I gotta let you go. Dang, lady. Go on about your business. Anyway, I'm just grateful. And anything can happen at any time to any single one of us. But it could likely happen if we just don't take unnecessary risks. Certain things we can't help, but for the things that we can, I think we should be better. Don't y'all hate that? I know. I don't know, y'all. I appreciate life and where I am right now. Like I always say, I don't always have everything that I want, but I have everything that I need and more. You know what I mean? So it's a fine line that, of appreciation that we should have. Is this eye. The same eye that swells up the most is this eye. So, I don't know. I just be thankful. And it was like I didn't even notice that the black wasn't there, that I didn't see the black anymore. So that I knew that my eye was better. But I trust me, I was like, please God, I was like, please don't let me see the black anymore. My afternoon was good. Like the day was good. The moment I woke up and I was a little worried, but then when it went away, I was fine. I was fine. I was fine. And then tomorrow it'll be even better when I get the clean bill of health for sure. I just didn't want to do it because it was late in the day. And I was like, well, I want to go home. So I didn't want to be, holding people back at the doctor's office. I didn't want to hold them back on the account of me going there like last person, because dilation lasts a long time. They gotta dilate your eyes. You need at least an hour. But if I saw black spots, I would have been said like, "Ooh, can you guys see me earlier?" I would have been said something. But yes, anyway, guys, let me tell you also too, on a brighter note. So I figured out that my first book that I published, it was October 28th. No, it was October 26th. That was when I published it in 2018. So the idea of June came because June was when I published my third book, and I think this fourth book was published last June too. So I'm gonna go with June, like to release the book like around Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Because Juneteenth is supposed to be a day. So I want to do it around there. So probably like maybe that Wednesday, I'll do like a Juneteenth book launch celebration. So if you guys want to come through, then please do. Feel free to do so. And invite some people to come along and just, hopefully I have some physical copies by then. I'm sure I will. That's why I was trying to get that book solidified today so that there was enough time to get it ordered and have them. So tomorrow I gotta go. Tomorrow I gotta press go. Because tomorrow is May 11th. Tomorrow is May 11th. So I gotta go. I have to go to get at least a whole good month and whatnot. So yeah, I'll do something that week of Juneteenth. So I guess, because I'm African American, right? So I want to celebrate my Juneteenth. Even though my job isn't giving me a day off. June is your birthday month. For real? Oh, when's your birthday? Life with Nicole? When's your birthday? I didn't know your birthday was in June. Well, happy early birthday. Nicole, sorry y'all. I released 2 books in your book month, June 26th. Okay. I released 2 books in your month, in your birth month. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Yeah, because I distinctly remember having copies of this part 4 book, like around June. I really do. I don't know. I gotta look at the paper, but I feel like it was in June. Hey Tristan, how you doing? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. We need to celebrate the publishing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely, for sure. I'm not big on like parties and stuff, like celebrations, but I'll do one. I'll definitely do one because that'll be dope. Cake, and how you doing over there on your channel? You still making cakes? Y'all, she had this cool tree trunk making cake on her channel. It was so cool and creative. It's like you have to create something just from your head down to the paper. You know what I mean? down to the actual cake. So that's pretty dope. I think that's more artistic than like when you have the idea, then you draw it out and then follow the pattern. But I think you went straight from the dome all the way to the cake, right? I think so. I think you got the skills like that. Happy early birthday wishes. Nicole was just live earlier today, y'all. She was doing her motivational cleaning. That was funny. Ooh, wow. That was nice. We're on a 2-lane highway, y'all. And there's only certain parts where you could turn. So the guy turned, but yet he wanted to slow down a little bit while I was still accelerating. Quite smart. Oh, and this car is going quite fast. Y'all should see the stuff that I see. How they be driving around here. You won't think I'm crazy the way I'm driving. Y'all be like, dang. I think it's just because of the area up north. I'm looking at my eye. I feel like it's swelling a little bit over here. Let me see. Let me see. Like right there, it feels like it's swelling. Yes. Hey, living life, Elisa. How you feeling? How's your foot? Good to see you. I had just told everybody about my little incident last night. I almost took my eye out. It was one of them scariest moments ever. And I felt so much like, dang, the responsibility that would come with it. Yeah, you know, I try to be around when I can. Let me see. No, it's just right here. It's swollen. I mean, I think it's swollen because of the resistant band hit me right there. But usually when I'm having allergy sensitivity, this eye swells up. And I only started, I really started back taking my Zyrtec because I guess my body needs it. And the eyelids are less swollen when I take my Zyrtec. So I started taking that again. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm not doing the best that I can as far as eating healthy. So, Uno is here. Hey, Uno, how you doing? I'm not doing the best that I can with eating healthy things. So, you know, give and take. Yeah, y'all. So I almost took my eye out last night. And I used it as an example of how we got to be grateful and be careful at the same time. You know, to try to avoid situations that we can avoid. Things in life are unavoidable, but for the most part, I did a very stupid, careless thing, and it could have cost me thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Thousands of dollars, and I'm getting up now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get up in a positive, and I'm like, I can't afford. Not that I can't afford, but I can't afford to be spending my time going from doctors and specialists to whatever just to fix my eye from something that was just dumb to do, you know? So I'm gonna try my best not to do nothing careless like that no more. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful that, you know, I still can see. I still have both of my eyes. I'm thankful that my retina is good for now. You know, who's to say what's going to happen in the next couple of years? But, you know, for now, I'm happy. And I hope you guys are too. Hey, Rejoice with Jeannie. How you doing? Or Janine? I always wonder, is it Janine or Jeannie? I always feel like you say Jeannie. Good to see you, though. We were just chitty-chatting a little bit. Y'all, I want to do something with you guys. So, if you can and if you want to and you're willing, type in the chat what you're grateful for today. What you're grateful for. I want to see something. Yeah, type in the chat what you're grateful for. Even if it's not just today, but just, something that you're grateful for. I think I think it's high time we start encouraging each other with our words. And like doing that unexpected encouragement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That unexpected encouragement by just typing in the chat if you wanna share what you're grateful for. And it doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be something grand or doesn't have to be small. It doesn't have to be grand. You could say, I'm thankful that I'm breathing. Like, that's a big thing. You know how many people stop breathing already and wish that they could take their last breath? I'm grateful for my health and strength and my family and friends. Amen. Health and strength. God saving my daughter's life. I know that's right. See what I'm saying? Like, I think we're all on that same page. Like, we're grateful for other human beings. And like, whatever capacity of our bodies that we could use. That's dope. I too am grateful that I can see. I can see. Man, y'all, I was just sitting there. I had my head down in my hands, and I was just like, yo, is my eye there? And I was like, I think I'm blind. Because it hit both, like it hit, the resistance band hit both my eyes. But it hit this one harder because the handle hit here. I think just the band itself just hit here. But the handle was like, God and his constant presence. Yes. Y'all, we have so many great things that happen to us every day, all day. And I mean, sometimes I don't take enough time to notice it. But like, I'm grateful that I have a job. I'm grateful that I have a passion. I'm grateful that I'm living my passion. I'm grateful that I'm learning each day that I have to try my best to be better and to like, not flip out so quick and to like be more kind. I'm just grateful that I know these things and I'm aware of these things and I could try my best to do better. I'm grateful for knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Waking me up this morning. Yes. Me too. With all my mobility. Some people wake up and there's nothing there. Like, we are blessed. And my shoulder be hurting me so bad still, y'all. I think that's another reason why I haven't really gone back to the gym. Because my shoulder is hurt. My shoulder hurts so bad. It's a little discouraging. But at the same token, I know I probably need to stretch. I need to stretch my arm more, maybe. Sorry. Probably need to stretch my arm more. And then the pain will go away. It's the same thing like how my leg was hurting so bad. As soon as I did that nice deep stretch, the pain went away, So I probably need to stretch really, really good and get that under control. I'm grateful for my coworkers. I work with some really cool people. Like, we gel very well together. I'm sure we get on each other's nerves from time to time, but overall, the atmosphere is peaceful. I'm grateful that where I lay my head down is peaceful. Like, I'm grateful to have transportation, reliable transportation. Will you want to let me go? Okay, thank you, because you were kind of speeding up like you weren't going to let me go. I'm grateful for reliable transportation. Because any point in time, a vehicle could break down. And that's going to cost you time. And now you need help. And now you need to figure out what the diagnosis is for the vehicle. Like, that rabbit hole could go very deep. Even down to the very tire. Y'all, I remember one day, and I told you guys this story once before, but maybe some of you may not have heard it. But I remember I was driving to work one day, And my dad had filled, I think I had a nail in the tire, and he filled it, right? And then so I went to go put more air in the tire, and I think I put too much air. So as I was driving, I was like, oh, I don't think I should go on the highway with this, because I have to go slow. Because my thing was saying that my tire was like at 12 or 20 something. And I'm like, wait, the pound just kept going lower and lower and lower. So I was like, all right, let me take my local road. So I was driving the local roads and looking for a tire place. And mind you, my tire was going low and low. And the bad thing about driving on a low tire is that you could end up, the tire itself can explode and then you break the rim. That's even more money. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go slow. Do you guys know? Thank you, Rejoice with Jeannie. Hey, Love Blake, my manager's in his house. How you doing? How you doing? Woo, 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 woo. So I was driving slow. The first tire place was closed. So then I said, dang, y'all, I don't know what else I can do, because it kept going down, 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 down. Then I pulled up to a traffic light. And then I said, you know what? I'm not even going to be mad about this whole situation. I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to take my time and, get to work, and whatever happens, happens. That was probably one of the first times that I just let life flow, right? I looked to my left and I saw my friend. I was like, what you doing? And I was like, hey. And she was like, hey. And I said, what's going on? And I was mad to death, right? Usually when I'm mad, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. So I said, let me just be nice anyway and talk. I said, I have a flat tire. And she's like, oh, wow, me too. I said, for real? And I was like, she's like, yeah, I know a guy, right? And mind you, this same friend, we found out that we were literally like 5 minutes away from each other, right? So we end up driving to the tire place. I follow her to the tire place. And the guy, they were opened, and her car had to stay. For whatever reason, her tire was like needed to be worked on. So she had to leave her car. So I dropped her to her job, because the guy fixed my tire. He replugged it. He fixed my tire. And then I dropped her to work. And then she said she was going to Uber back and pick up her car later, like I guess after her job, whatever. But do you see how life happened and it worked out just for me and for her too, right? But like in retrospect, I'm like, I could have gone on the highway and said, well, let me just rush off and drive to work and get there and then call my dad and tell him to come fix my tire, right? I could have done that, but I was like, no, let me be responsible, because I don't want to blow out on the highway and cause more casualties other than myself. So I took it. It was just divine timing that our cars were parallel to each other. I mean, like window to window. You can't tell me that was not something higher than me or any one of us that made that happen. And we both had flat tires. I thought she was joking. Like, I was like, you can't possibly have the same flat tire as me. But look at what happens when you just go with the flow of life, right? You want to call it God. I don't know what people's belief is, right? I believe in God. And I feel like I allowed him to lead me to the right things. Because a lot of times we like to take the wheel and be like, even though God is right there, or whoever you believe in is right there to take you to the right place, to get you to the right destination for your protection and your safety and for your good. But we're like, no, I could do it better this way. And we don't trust. I took the route of trusting that day. And I still got to work on time. I still saved my tire. I saved a bucket load of money by just allowing things to happen. I pulled in, and let me tell you, when I pulled into that first tire place, I sat there for a little bit because I was like, well, maybe they'll be open by this time. And they weren't. So I got back on the road, y'all. I was stopped on the side of the road for a while. enough time for me to match up and be right side by side with my friend who was able to help me out of a bind. Tire was still going low. By the time I got to that tire place, it was like at 15 pounds or less. And I was just like, yo, I could have broke my rim. So many things could have happened, but I was protected, just like how all of us are protected. Every single last one of us is protected. You want to call it God, Buddha, or whoever, whatever you want to call it. You are protected. We all have a layer of protection on us, on our lives. Whether you believe it or not, you do. And if that protection goes away, could it be something that we did not do? Could it be something that we felt like we could do on our own? And this is why I keep saying that what I believe, that we need each other. Because while you're being divinely protected, it's leading you to a person or people that can help you. Believe it or not, that's just how I feel. So I say all that to say that, you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I don't have the, you know, the big, you know, life altering things that happen, but little things can alter a person's life. God works in mysterious ways. If your conscience tells you that don't go that way, so don't go that way. I take things as a warning. It's true. It seems like when you going through something, you don't complain, you allow God to start working. Who are y'all honking? Oh, you honking that lane. Who is honking like that? What? Y'all, we in traffic and they honking like that. You see how I'm going slow? But yes, you're right. So just think for a moment that when chaos is happening around you and to you, directly or indirectly, just stop for a moment and say, wait a second. Let me listen. Let me listen. Let me listen. And I guarantee you, even if it is chaotic, you will get carried through instead of being butchered through. Instead of like getting hurt going through. Allow that layer of protection to protect you. Ooh. So, the mishap that happened last night, I knew better. And something said, girl, that thing gonna flip up in your face. And I said, no, it's not. And sure enough, it did. I could have lost an eye, and I could have been in a financial debt just like that. Missed pay, missed work, surgeries. My insurance ain't gonna cover everything that happens at a surgical suite or at a surgical center or at the hospital. You got to pay the anesthesiologist. You have to pay the doctor. You have to pay the nurses. You have to pay the facility. All of these things could have been what's going on today for me, but it's not, and I'm thankful. But maybe we should think about life a little bit more before we make steps or take risky steps. Now, there's a balance between taking like an educated risk versus fear, whatever. But we got to understand what those things are. We have to take the time to figure out what they are. It's complicated. It can be, but wouldn't life be better if we just allowed it to flow and to go exactly with what God or your maker or whoever you believe in is telling you or trying to lead you? Now, you're not going to always get an audible voice like God speaking to you, but he speaks through other people. He speaks to you through the Holy Spirit if you believe in it. Sweet whispers in your soul or your ear. Well, are you going to listen? And can you tell the difference between the voice that's going to protect you versus another voice? Let's go. What are you going to do? And then I was also thinking today, like, I was getting a little perturbed about leaving work late, and then something stopped and slowed me down. Like, girl, What if you leaving late was to protect you from a potential accident? So I slowly smoldered down a little bit. I smoldered down a little bit. And I said, okay, everything happens for a reason. That's just the way I want to try to live my life. Now, what about the times where things happen out of your control when they probably should have happened a different way? Well, that's when things keep on coming around until it comes full circle. Take it for whatever you want. But if a reoccurring situation continues to happen, it's because it's reoccurring because you have not solved it. You have not fixed it. You have not lived through it. So it'll continue to happen. That's the caveat to that situation. Oh, my gas station's still closed. I guess they're not opening back no more. Beyond understanding. Hey, Trey E. I love your name. How you doing? First time, welcome to Hello World. I like your little thumbnail with the love on there. Yes, girl. We need love. Life, we need love, y'all. And you know, I'm going to continuously speak that humans were not meant to be going through things alone. That's just my belief. I don't think we were all created just to be like divided. To me, that it doesn't make sense to me in my head to be created just to be divided. I think we were created to do beautiful masterpieces with nature, with each other, for each other. But how many times do we take advantage of that opportunity? It's beautiful, y'all. Like, I'm looking right now while I'm driving at the sky and the clouds. I don't recall seeing clouds like these in a very long time. But it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop and be amazed at all of this. Trees can grow back by themselves. Well, not grow back, but you know what I mean. Shed their leaves and then come back the next year or the next season and bring out beautiful leaves and flowers. Do you know how much that takes? That means that they regenerate. Kind of like how our skin sheds, you know, every so often. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but you know, our skin sheds. We shed a layer of skin and we get new skin all the time, right? It's the same thing with the flowers, but do we appreciate how beautiful they are and how they can smell nice? Well, I don't really appreciate the smell because that makes my sinuses go like, ooh, it's like kryptonite for me. But I still appreciate how pretty they are. You know, calla lily is my favorite flower. I love me a calla lily. They're so beautiful. I love calla lilies. Ooh, I love them. But it's like, we really need to start taking care of each other. You know what I'm saying? We do. Well, we need to do better at it. Maybe we do, but maybe we need to ramp it up. We can always ramp it up. Even if you think you're doing great now, ramp it up a little bit. Surprise people and ramp that thing up. You know how wonderful that is if somebody surprised you with something extra that you weren't expecting? You know how much more life you can put into someone's life just by ramping it up a little bit? Do that. Everybody could always use a little extra boost and, ooh, you were beautiful. You know, that little piece of extra confidence that you didn't have at the, ooh. Sorry, it's traffic up here. This person got their trunk all the way open. This is a bad place to be. They trunk all the way open. Oh, Lord. I don't know how to fix no car. I'm sorry, sir. It's never a right time to be, broken down on the highway or a little piece of a highway. But anyway, y'all, let's continue to be little lights of not shining armor, but just little lights for people, man. When you least expect it, just smile. Somebody in the store may need that little piece of smile that you have. regardless of what you think your smile is capable of doing, just do it anyway. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. Somebody might have gotten bad news about a loved one or even about them personally, but you smiled and they just caught it at that right moment. And it just took away that little pain for just that split second. Any second that you could take away from being in pain, emotionally, physically, and it was another human being that was at the hands of that, oh my goodness, that is dope. Y'all, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too deep. I don't know. And that's probably why I want to try to be more kind, because I know I could be a little mean sometimes, but I want to try my best to be more kind, because I really, just don't know what somebody may be going through. Y'all don't know what I may be going through either, so be nice to me, please. But you are. I'm just talking to anybody in a replay. Just be nice to me. You just don't know. You have no idea what people go through. Even like a little, hey, how you doing? Could help somebody too. You never know. Somebody may not even spoke to them for that day. Can you believe that there are people out there that don't even get spoken to until like late? Or if it's only because somebody wants something? How do you think that may feel? I don't know. I just be thinking like, I don't know. Y'all making me think, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm blazing hot right now because the heat is on. The heat is on. I turn it off. I can't right now. Got one hand on the wheel and the other hand on the phone so you guys don't move around too much. Oh, good. I'm going to stop at this yellow light. Usually I go through them. But I got to turn this heat off before I fall asleep. Let me see. It's got to be it right here. Yes. That joint was on 85 degrees. Yes, ma'am, Jane. Just like God takes care of the birds and squirrels, they don't have to worry about food or shelter. He can take it. It's true. It's so true. Like, look at how we are encouraging each other, and we may not even know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys know, all of you, I don't know if everyone is aware or familiar with each other in the chat. That's not really up to me or my concern, but it's like, these are the things that we need to do to help each other. Like, I don't know, just thinking about life in a different perspective, thinking about life in a different mindset can only be better. And that's all I want to do, y'all. That's really all I want to do. I want my heart to always be as pure as possible. You know what I'm saying? And if it means, no, I'm not even going to say that. But I would rather, look at this right here. Why you got to, listen, now that's some foolishness right there. He stopped in the middle of the street, didn't even pull over good. Didn't even pull over good, but he just stopped in the middle of the street, opened his trunk, like he about to deliver something. Like, come on, man. You could have pulled over a little bit better. Anyway, that made me forget what my little point was. Done lost my little train of thought. Thought I found me a little piece of parking. I'm thankful, man. Like, continue to let God or whoever you believe in lead you to where you should go. For real. Don't be afraid. That's another thing too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to live. Don't be afraid that even if you live and your opinions or your ideas may not be received, don't be afraid, because guess what? There's going to be a time and a place when it will be received and it will be appreciated. And it will sometimes hit that right nerve for the right person at the right time. And unfortunately, maybe you have to be that vessel. You never know. But we all work together, whether we realize it or not. But we consciously can make the decision to work together for the good versus the bad. That I believe in. That I truly believe in. I'm looking for parking. Hey, House of X Entertainment. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. But I don't know. I feel much better. I feel not that I was feeling bad, but I feel filled. I feel filled. Because it's just what time is it anyway? It's just knowing for me, it's just knowing that we can get along and that we can respect each other and really care about each other. Okay, maybe not care like deep like that kind of care, but just have a overall general sense of like, this is another human being. You know what I mean? Just off of that alone right there just makes me feel good. Oh, it must be a funeral. You could turn on right on red. We in New Jersey. You could turn right on red. You could turn right on red, sir. I'm not going home, Kim. I'll be good. I'm not going home, Kim. But just that alone, it just makes me feel so good. It just makes me feel so good. And imagine how much better I'll feel when globally, all of the good things that happen globally outshine the bad. Because then that, to me, would prove like, yo, the world ain't that bad. As bad as people been making it out to be. Or that the advertisement that we've been sold. Yes. Begins with fear. Whoa, hold on. Begins where fear ends. Yes! You right, Jane Doe. You right. So try not to be fearful, y'all, about anything. I mean, you can have the healthy fear, that kind of fear that keeps you from getting hurt, but just in general, like that kind of fear, like oh, I don't want to do this because I don't want to say that. You know how many times I've held myself back from saying something when I know I was supposed to say something and I didn't. Okay, now he getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. That car getting on my nerves. When I feel like I know I was supposed to say something that I didn't. And what happened afterwards? Oh, they looking for parking too. That's why they doing it. So I'm trying my best not to like quench. See, that's what I get. That's what I get. I lost a good spot just because I wanted to go check out something else. No, I got a good spot. I found another good one. Fine. I gotta move y'all real quick. I'm just parking real quick. Bow. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. You know how many times, can I take my foot off? Yes. I didn't remember if I had it in parking lot. You know how many times I know I was supposed to say something and I didn't, and what it cost? I don't know what the residual effect is. I just know the immediate effect. But the residual cost of not doing what you're supposed to do, y'all, whatever you have to do, especially when it comes to other human beings, just do it. And if it's something that's not like, if it's something that may be like controversial, do it gently. Be gentle with it, because being gentle will yield a different response, to whatever it is. So I don't know what anybody has to do or whatever. I'm not suggesting that anyway, but I'm just saying, like, don't let that fear stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, y'all. I want to live every day to the full, as often as I can. And that means I need to start taking advantage of the opportunities that I get. Like, I could have gone to the gym today, and I'm not. But I could have gone. To the gym, but whatever. We're not going to go there. Tomorrow is another day. I'll try to make my way there tomorrow. But for the most part, we got this. We really do have this. You have this. So, Continue to be the difference wherever you can and wherever you can and whenever you can. Because there are tons of people who are looking forward to you, your delivery, your message, your smile, your care, your love, your card, your your gift, your conversation, your discipline, your whatever. Somebody needs you. So don't ever forget that, y'all. You are necessary and vital to the growth of our communities and humanity in general. Isaiah 41:1, fear not, for I am with you. Yes. We got to remember that too. You're never alone. You are never alone. There's always God, your maker, creator, or whoever you believe in. It's always there. If you truly believe that somebody is there for your higher good and protecting you, you're never alone. Even though it may seem like you are, you're not. So try to remember that if you can. When you're going, especially when you're going through or have to go through, remember that you are never alone. Even if you feel like you're physically alone, spiritually, you are never alone. Even if it feels like emotionally you're alone, spiritually, you are never alone. All you got to do is say, I need help. Bam, somebody may call you. A random person may smile at you. Subtle reminders can be the most magnificent things that could happen for you and to you. So don't underestimate the power of your maker, God, creator, whoever, and don't underestimate humanity. Because right when you think that humanity and people have left you, just like that, it could change. So, you guys are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you've gone through in your life, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, girl, your sister is hot. Yeah, no problem. And thank you for coming by. Whether good, bad, ugly, or not, you are amazing. You are necessary and vital. Somebody needs you. You are the breath of someone's fresh air. So I appreciate you guys for being here and supporting Be the Difference Clothing and supporting me whenever you can and however you can. It's appreciated. And, I try my best to do the same too. It's never a one-sided thing. So I try my best. And that's what I can offer, is to try my best. And I don't know. If you want to check out any of the designs that I have or any of the books that I have currently out, go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. I have some new socks coming, hopefully within the next day or two. I'm hoping, so that I can share them with you guys. I will thoroughly enjoy them. I know I will, because I saw them and I was like, ooh. But please, please, please never give up, never stop, never quit. Remember, if you're here, you better pull a couple people up with you. I am here on Hello World whenever I can and however I can be. But otherwise, you see me on all my other social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram at BTDLLC. Facebook, the same thing, BTDLLC. YouTube, if you're not following, check it out and definitely share it out. And never forget, you are a gift. So keep on giving. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello